Hi-ho, wee way. Hello, Sticky Stick Man. Hello, Rustbox. Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. If you're new to the stream, we're just telling a story with an AI. It's like an AI choose your own adventure. That's K9000. I'm Jason. I thought I missed today's stream. Oh my god, today I've done the very rare double stream. I did a stream in the morning and a stream right now. Have you tried any Stable Diffusion yet? Yes, Sticky. We've been having a lot of fun with that, sharing Stable Diffusion in the art channel. I have not tried running it locally on my machine, though, but I left more prompts in the server, too. Perfect. Let me go right to there. Almagona, since you brought it up, I spent too much time using it. Yeah, it's weird what some other models are good at. Like, luckily it runs on my PC. Nice. Let's start a brand new story. AB start here. I will post it in AI generation. Almagona, let's use... I don't know who this is, but let's try it out. You are Mirai from Senran Kagura. Your best friend Mirai is pissed off at you for disabling the child lock she put on your phone. Oh, yeah. It's crazy how fast it's been evolving, too. Community is crazy. Yeah. Like, I joined... like the Night Cafe Discord, and it went from like 10,000 to like 50,000, and I was like, Kagura, not Jagura. What did I say? Let's see what happens.
AiPD submitted prompt. You are Mirai from Senran Kagura. Your best friend Mirai is pissed off at you for disabling the child lock she put on your phone. Option 1. You need to talk with her. Hey, I'm still the same guy. What's this about? You ask. Option 2.
Okay.
You have to get her back. Your first step is to go through the first floor of this place. There is a small bathroom there, with some personal items. Option 3. She has been coming on to a lot of guys lately. You're not really into that, but you're just glad she's giving you some attention. Vote for your favorite AI response.
Hold on. You are Mirai. Your best friend Mirai is pissed off at you for disabling the child. Wait a second. Hold on. I accidentally said Mirai twice. Oops. Yeah. Well, we're going with it. She has a twin, also named the same. It's like Karen and Karen. Just gotta go with it. No, it's okay. Sometimes mistakes lead to the best things. Vote for what you want the AI to go with. So, yeah, it's just like choose your own adventure. All of these options are AI generated. Sorry for eating. Also, look at art. Evil man was the prompt. Okay. Interesting. I like when it tries to write text. Hey, what's up, Misha? That is pretty evil, man. We got a split vote. You're really into anime, though. Yeah. All right, we have a split. We have a very split vote. This is the most split I think I've seen a vote. Anybody can come in with the snipe? We'll just next it.
She has been coming on to a lot of guys lately. You're not really into that, but you're just glad she's giving you some attention.
Okay, so I'm not addressing to the fact that I'm not good. We're not. She's around our age. Just because you have a child lock on your phone doesn't mean I could put a child lock on my grandma's phone, and that would pretty much disable it. It's for like anyone who doesn't know. It's just kind of a nuisance. I could put a child like on a bicycle. Doesn't mean that only a child is not able to get to it. So let's see. So our best friend is pissed off at you. We clearly are playing like a practical joke. Misha, it depends what you're into. I think One Punch Man is a good, fun one. Short, to the point. It kind of is like almost a parody of anime in a lot of ways. One Punch Man. I'm just throwing it out there. Misha, go see One Punch Man. It gives you a lot of tropes. Gunslinger good. One Punch Man. Yeah. I haven't seen Gunslinger Girl, but for a first anime, I would go with a really, really good one that's got like a wide appeal, and that would be One Punch Man. And it's really funny. Okay, so we pulled a prank, and our friend is pissed off. Okay. You continue to pull pranks on your best friend until one day he cracks and screams at you.
AiPD submitted prompt. You continue to
I need
pull
to get
pranks on your
Crunchyroll.
best friend until
Or
one day she cracks and
or
screams at you.
Funimation, Misha. Funimation.com has
Option
like
1.
a
I'm
better
so fucking
streaming
sick of
service than
this.
Crunchyroll.
I'm tired of fucking around with these losers.
Whoa!
Option 2. What the
Friendship
fuck?
ender.
I'm going through puberty and I'm not fucking anyone. I don't give a shit about any stupid damn rules.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Option 3. I'm going to kill you. You look
Whoa.
around and see nobody in sight. You then hear her footsteps coming closer. Well, it's that time again.
Okay.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
1 is definitely cracking. 2, you might be able to come back from. 3's pretty another friendship ender. I'm going to kill you is like, all right, we've gone too far. And also, it's a little bit on the friend who's being pranked. It's like, why did you suppress your emotions for so long to get to like, I am going to fucking murder you? If you were really that pissed off, I mean, there's shades of gray that you could have got to before you went full red. You know, I've had like a waiter spill water on me. If I said, I'm going to fucking kill you, it's too extreme, okay? It's just too extreme of a response. But if he has spilled water on me every time, and like I said, it was okay. Like the second time, it would be like, all right, what, dude, don't ever come near me with a tray of drinks ever again. It depends, Misha. You know, I prefer sub, but it does force you to like literally watch it. And One Punch Man's got an okay dub, I would say. Not the best, but not with how bad they can be. Uh, but the sub is easy to read for me, and I got dyslexia, so like. But some of them I have to watch dub, or I can't do anything else. I like to like dual screen, dual monitor. Maybe tired, yeah. Understandable. Yeah. One Punch Man's got a decent dub.
I'm going to kill you. You look around and see nobody in sight. You then hear her footsteps coming closer. Well, it's that time again.
Okay. You fall to your knees and grovel for forgiveness. You burst into tears and tell your friend that you only that you have been pulling pranks just to get her attention. You look up and hope she will forgive you. And hope for mercy.
AiPD submitted prompt.
Could
You
go
fall to
battle
your
mode,
knees and
could
grovel
go
for forgiveness. You burst into tears and tell your friend that you have been pulling pranks just to get her attention. You look up and hope mercy. Option 1. I'm sorry, you say. It won't happen again, I promise. Oh, okay, Mirai says and goes back to whatever she was doing.
Okay. It
Option
seems like
2.
we're past
I've
that
thought
though.
about killing you a few times, but I can't bring myself to do it. So instead, I'm going to send you a message.
Wow, 2 is we're gonna get our
Option
ass beat.
3. You hear the door opening up and a voice yelling, "You're fucking dead, bitch." You look up and find yourself staring down the barrel of an assault rifle.
Oh! Oh
Vote for your
my
favorite AI
god!
response.
Oh my god! No, that's too violent. Whoa, wait. Yeah. You called a hitman on me? I thought we were friends. Yikes. Okay, number 2 is just like, bully mode, straight bully mode. Oh my god, this is just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. It's just a prank. It's just a prank. So that's a fake assault rifle? Oh, it's a real assault rifle, but it's just a prank. Wow, everyone's everyone straight went for assault rifle. Yeah, we gotta see. Okay, here we go. We're next in that.
You hear the door opening up and a voice yelling, "You're fucking dead, bitch." You look up and find yourself staring down the barrel of an assault rifle.
Okay. You piss yourself in fear as the barrel of the assault rifle touches the temple of your forehead. Touches your forehead. You close your eyes and then you hear laughter. You look up and your friend and mysterious gunman are laughing hysterically. Mirai tells you, "It's just a prank, bro."
AiPD submitted prompt.
I'm murdering you, but it's just
You
a
piss
prank.
yourself in fear as the barrel of the assault rifle touches your forehead. You close your eyes and then you hear laughter. You look up and your friend and mysterious gunman are laughing hysterically.
I can't spell.
Mirai tells you, "It's just a prank, bro." Option 1. You look away from the laughing gunsman and try to keep a brave face. You stare at the floor and think about what to do. The next thing you know, a bullet hits your head.
What?
Option 2.
That's
You
more
look
than a
back down
prank.
at the floor and start to feel sick. You look back up to find the muzzle of the gun pointing at your face and the laughter stopped.
Oh boy.
Option 3.
not a
You are
prank.
now on your way to becoming an eternal demon as you have now killed a human being and are required by Dendron's will.
What the fuck does that mean?
Vote for your favorite AI
What's-
response.
This is not the first time we've heard. What's Dendron's will? Oh my god, what's Dendron? Dendron. I can't find anything on Google. Okay. But you don't want us to become eternal demon, but you would rather a bullet hit us in the head? Maybe they like threw like a loose bullet, and then it hits us in the head. It doesn't say it like it gets shot through our head. What if she wakes up from a nightmare? That's very hacky. That's like I told a story with high stakes, and then I got chicken shit, and I made it all a dream. So then it's just like, oh, fuck you. Is anything going to happen in this TV series? They do that too much in sitcoms where there's no consequences. Mariah cannot die. I will be sad. Then don't vote for options where bullets are hitting her in the head. All right. I mean, it looks like that's going to be the option.
You look away from the laughing gunsman and try to keep a brave face. You stare at the floor and think about what to do. The next thing you know, a bullet hits your head.
Okay. We have not used Mirage Shinobi transformation. Quickly use it. Okay. A NutriBullet. Yeah, a ninja hits us in the head. Okay, yeah, here we go. You panic and use your Shinobi transformation to survive. You transform into a ...
AiPD submitted prompt. You panic and use your Shinobi transformation to survive. You transform into a Option 1. Human again and try to escape, but another shot hits your left arm and makes you jump back. A third shot takes your right leg and you fall onto the ground.
Whoa, okay, then it got super
Option
violent.
2. Ball rolling on the ground and roll into a nearby bush. Your friends call for help but no one comes.
Okay.
They think you're dead. While they wait, you can't help but laugh.
Okay. Transform
Option
into a
3.
ball.
Human being and try to run away, but the bullets keep hitting. You realize that you will never get away and you die in agony.
Well, yikes.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
The AI never makes sense, and it makes it so much better. It makes sense? What do you mean? What about that doesn't make sense? Now we get an umbrella gun. All of these seem to make sense. Oh my god. Whether they are appropriate for the anime or not, we're just remixing here. Yeah, ball seems to be the best option. What's up, Seven Sage? Hey. No one suspects a ball. You know, when you transform, it's normally into your like ultimate form or something stronger. No one would ever suspect that you just transform into a rubber ball and roll into a bush. They would be like, what the fuck? Well, I'm going away. This prank is gone. I'm too tired. Sufficiently spooked. Not the Senran Kagura lore. Well, the AI is not a master of that. But I bet you could train a model based on any anime or any genre and it would understand better. You could train lore books for certain shows and animes, Omagona. But that takes a lot of work. But if you were to do it, I mean, and I could import it, then, you know. What type of ball? I hope not a man's ball. You know what? I never considered. You could import the entirety of Senran Kagura's lore if you wanted to. Exactly, yeah. Seventh Stage knows. Then no complaints. Exactly.
Ball rolling on the ground and roll into a nearby bush.
Here we
Your
go.
friends call for help, but no one comes.
Yes.
They think you're dead. While they wait, you can't help but laugh.
Okay. You try to transform back into a ball, to a human, but you can't. You are forced to live the rest of your life as a ball.
AiPD submitted prompt.
And then we'll start a new
You try to
story.
transform back into a human, but you can't. You are forced to live the rest of your life as a ball. Option 1. You never get a chance to find out the truth about your death. You are killed by someone who was once a fellow classmate of yours, with a similar name.
Hey, wow.
Option 2. The fact that you lived is something you'll never forget. You're still balled up in the bush and your best friend is trying to find someone to take you to train. Option 3. And a weirdo. You do have moments of happiness though, you meet new people, and make friends.
Okay.
Someone even teaches you how to play some songs on a guitar.
Now that's impressive. If you could teach a ball
Vote
to
for your
play a song
favorite
on
AI
a guitar,
response.
I mean, unless it's just like, like no chord changes, no. It's just pretty much, I can make a ball strum a guitar. That's not necessarily playing. I mean, anybody could do that. Anybody with fingers can just diddling. Mirai Ball was Haruka behind it all. Yeah, who knows? All right, I think that's the way it's gonna end. Yeah, there we go.
And a weirdo. You
Yeah.
do have moments of happiness though, you meet new people, and make friends. Someone even teaches you how to play some songs on a guitar.
I think that's a good ending for this. All right, brand new story. I have been taking prompt submissions, so submit your prompts to the Discord again. I'm looking at the prompts channel again, so I'm just gonna look. I know Misha has one. Here we go. Yeah. You are a man who has lost his memory after being in a car accident. When you wake up, the nurse says you were in a coma for 25 years. Thank you, Misha, for this prompt. Here we go. Okay.
AiPD submitted prompt. You are a man who has lost his memory after being in a car accident. When you wake up, the nurse says you were in a coma for 25 years. Option 1. You are not sure how you got there, but you have no idea where you are. Your only memories from that time are that the accident happened and you woke up in an unknown hospital. Option 2. You are now starting to remember bits and pieces of your life. Your memories are fragmented and you know you are still a lot younger than when you were hit by the truck.
Whoa?
Option 3. You have no idea how you got there. But you do remember one thing. You remember again, the last time you saw your wife, Lisa. You remember her face. Vote for
I'm
your
more of a
favorite AI
period than a
response.
comma. I would hate being a coma. All right, so 1 gives us no information. 2 says we were hit by a truck and it's starting to come back to us. 3 gives us a wife. Still lots of mystery. Lots of mystery in this mystery. Lots of stuff to uncover. What's our name? Should probably be first up here. Genre horror. Okay, yeah, I could change the genre. Horror mystery. I wonder if I could do 2 genres. Horror, comma, mystery. Okay. Lisa Simpson? Possibly. We were married to Lisa Simpson. Or Lisa Marie Presley. I did not hit her, Lisa. I did not.
You have no idea how you got there. But you do remember one thing. You remember again, the last time you saw your wife, Lisa. You remember her face.
Okay. You asked, does that make us Millhouse? It keeps coming back to us. Her face is ugly. Remember her face. You asked the nurse, what is my name? And then Lisa appears in the doorway. You ask, what is my name? And then Lisa appears in the doorway as an old fat lady and says, your name is ...
AiPD submitted prompt. You ask, what is my name? And then Lisa appears in the doorway as an old fat lady and says, your name is...
You look a lot different than I remember you.
Option 1. Steve. You say, I'm sorry I don't remember my name. Lisa replies, well, you're not dead yet. You're still here. Option 2. William. What is my wife's name? Lisa. What is my son's name? William. What is my daughter's name?
William.
Option 3. Frank. You wonder why she didn't just give you a new name, but you don't question it, you just agree with her and say, yes.
You were hoping for a name upgrade?
Vote for your favorite AI
I was hoping
response.
you would call me Maximilian, and that way the nurse could write it down as Maximilian instead of John Doe. But, okay, thanks. Frank, I guess it's Frank again. You know, I woke up from this coma expecting a second chance, but thanks, Lisa. Great to see you after 25 years. Number 1 also sounds like, well, you're not dead yet. Well, thanks. Yeah, that's the welcome I want. I want tears. I want you to break down in tears and be like, blubbering widow. And also, what's the deal? Why do you look so old and fat? I look great. I've been in a coma. You know, I can't walk yet, but doesn't look like you're going to be able to walk much either, you fat bitch. I don't know why I got so mean there. Jeez. I'm surprising myself. I'm sorry. It's nice to meet you again. I'm glad we're still married. Paralyzer plays as you wake up. All right, Frank it is. Frank the Koba patient. Lisa and Frank. She's married a new man. Yeah, I guess I'm to assume. Here we go.
Frank, you wonder why she didn't just give you a new name, but you don't question it, you just agree with her and say, yes.
Uh, Lisa tells you. Lisa bursts into tears and tells you that she has remarried. But she always loved you. You get out of bed. And look into the hallway to see Lisa's new husband. Lisa's new husband, Bobby, who looks like
AiPD submitted prompt. Lisa bursts into tears and tells you that she has remarried, but she always loved you. You get out of bed and look into the hallway to see Lisa's new husband Bobby, who looks like. Option 1. He is about to cry too. You explain that Lisa and Bobby are divorced, but that you are still married to Lisa. You say you have a son named Brandon.
you can't just force
Option
a new
2.
reality.
He was hit by
Frank.
lightning. You call out to him,
What?
but he doesn't hear you, he just sees you and runs away. You follow him, finding him in the backyard. Option 3.
We're in
He's
like
been
a
through a lot
farmhouse?
worse. You watch him pack up his bags and leave the hospital. He leaves in a hurry, but you know he's going to be back.
All right, this is revealing a lot. I
Vote for your
thought,
favorite AI response.
you know, I thought we were in a hospital, but I guess after 25 years, you know, you could just move someone's coma body to a farmhouse or something. So, um, he's been through worse. I've been in a coma for 25 years. What could be worse than that? I've missed out on at least a quarter of my life, maybe even more. Depends how healthy I live from now on. Also, I love the fact that we just look out and just, what are the odds that a man would be immediately struck by lightning upon our first gaze? Maybe we caused it, huh? Frank's got some superhero powers. And then yeah, number one is just trying to rewrite reality through denial. We're like, no, you're getting divorced and you're gonna be married to me. Like, that's not how it works. Sorry. Lisa and him are having a bad marriage. Yeah, I mean, just because you got remarried doesn't mean the second marriage is going any better than the first one was. It is not a guarantee. Some people get married many, many times. So Oh, it's still 1-1. Anybody can break the tie. Oh, is it going to go to random chance? Here we go.
He was hit by lightning. You call out to him, but he
Wow.
doesn't hear you, he just sees you and runs away.
Oh, wow,
You
Misha.
follow him, finding him in the backyard.
That's a lot. But it's understandable. Yeah. Hey, if you're not happy, maybe after the first one not going well, though, it would be quite difficult to get remarried. But I guess the loneliness of being alone after being married, I don't know. I can't say I would do any differently. Who knows? The fourth is his most happiest stuff. Well, that's great. Um, you see Bobby. He married the same woman twice. Wow, that's very again not the most unusual thing, but still pretty strange. You see Bobby, you see this, and think that the coma has given you lightning powers. You return home. You try an experiment later that night and attempt to strike down a tree like you did with Bobby.
AiPD submitted prompt. You see this and think that the coma has given you lightning powers. You try an experiment later that night and attempt to strike down a tree like you did with Bobby. Option 1. The results are pretty similar, but the tree is still standing. The next night you try to fly but you fail and fall to the ground.
Why would we do that? What would give us the
Option
reason
2.
to think that we
It
can
doesn't
fly?
work, but it makes you feel like it did. You continue your search.
psycho.
Eventually you find Lisa's mother looking after Lisa's children.
Yeah. Our children, you mean?
Option 3. This works, but it also causes you to begin to levitate. Your wife says that you can levitate, but she can't.
Ah, interesting.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Are we Zeus now? I would like to legally change my name from Frank to Zeus. Really? Yes. You don't want to be Lightning Frank? No. Just call me Zeus. I guess what are the odds that, yeah, I guess if I thought I had lightning powers, maybe I would be like, do I have other powers? And if you think you can fly, take off from the ground. Don't jump off a building, because if you could fly from the ground. It doesn't make any sense why you would think you could fly and jump off a building. That makes zero fucking sense. You are now the first non-black lightning hero. Oh, like Static Shock. Yeah. Or Electro. Number 2 makes me think that this is all in our head, and I don't like that. I want to continue the illusion. I think it's more interesting if we do actually have powers. 3 is interesting. We just start getting more powers, and your wife is like, "I could do that. You can levitate, but I can't." She seems to be complaining. It's like, what are you doing? Way to Way to take a miracle of me being able to levitate and make me feel shitty about it. Thanks, Lisa. Can I enjoy anything? Ever since I woke up from this coma, all you've done is upset me. You know what? I'm
It doesn't
divorcing
work,
you.
but it makes you feel like it did.
Oh.
You continue your search. Eventually you find Lisa's mother looking after Lisa's children.
Okay. Lisa's mother, Luann, or what? What's an annoying name? Lisa's mother. What's Lisa's mother from The Room? I mean, Bertha's just always Lisa's mother, Helga. Tells you to stop trying to find Karen. Lisa's mother, Karen, tells you to stop this superpower shenanigans and stop trying to find out if you have superpowers and start finding a job so you can support your children.
AiPD submitted prompt. Lisa's mother Karen tells you to stop trying to find out if you have superpowers and start finding a job so you can support your children. Option 1. You tell her that you really don't know what you're going to do with your life, but you still want to help your family. You
Family's
stay with
always
her
ruin our
until
fun,
you
yeah.
leave the next day. Option 2. You tell her you don't have a job, but she says that if you want to live with your family, you'll have to get a real job.
Damn it, Helga. Or
Option 3.
Karen.
I'm not going to find a job, you tell her. Well, we can't afford to live here any longer, she replies.
Wow.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Wow. All of these are more reprimanding. All are more reprimanding except for one. Option 1 is just kind of like, I'm not committing to anything, okay? I just woke up from a coma. I don't know what the fuck is happening. And you want me to go right to work? I got life to live, Karen. Come on, Karen. Gotta go to work. Hey, what's up, Chonktober? I don't want to work. I've been in a coma for 25 years. I'm not gonna work. I'm just gonna keep striking down people with lightning. I guess you could get a job at like a energy plant or something. If you could like consistently throw lightning, you have to pay off your medical debt. Oh, I haven't got that in the mail yet. 25 years in the hospital. At $1,000 a day. Just kill me. Hey, I didn't choose to do that. That should be on the person who didn't pull the plug. I should be absolved of that. I didn't choose to stay in a coma for 25 years. But the lightning is all in his head, Jason. Is it? I mean, is it? We struck down that tree. We struck down our wife's...
I'm not going to find a job, you tell her. Well, we can't
husband.
afford to live here any longer, she replies.
Okay, well, here we go. Let's try. You attempt to strike down Karen with lightning.
AiPD submitted prompt. You attempt to strike down Karen with lightning.
The truck driver's
Option
Bobby.
1.
Oh,
It catches her in the face and she falls backwards.
that's interesting.
What the
Misha.
fuck am I doing? You shout. Option 2. She finds out what you are and grabs a nearby hammer. She hits you in the head with it and you fall unconscious.
You bitch. I mean, I
Option
hit you with
3.
lightning, but
You
you don't hit
fail,
me with a
but you
hammer.
still feel a little better. You take her advice and start looking for a job.
Number
Vote for
3
your
is
favorite AI
number 3 is
response.
so sad. Number 3 is it's all in our head. You fail. No, Misha, why? Number 1 is like, why? Oh my god, this was an overreaction. I'm shooting my mother-in-law in the face with lightning. What the fuck? I'm good. I just thought it and I did it. I didn't mean to do it. And then number 2 is just like, okay, I might have shot you in the face with lightning, but you didn't have to hammer me in the head. Number 3 is the funniest. Number 3 is the saddest shit. Number 3 means we're not superpowered at all. Or we are, and we just don't know how to control it yet. Oh, exclamation, Chunktober. It doesn't matter because it seems like number 3 is unanimous so far. There you go. We want him to suffer. Okay. All right, well, let's do it.
You fail, but you still feel a little better. You take her advice and start looking for a job.
Okay. You open the help wanted section of the newspaper and highlight all the jobs you are qualified for.
AiPD submitted prompt. You open the Help Wanted section of the newspaper and highlight all the jobs you are qualified for. Option 1. You go to the bank and tell them you are qualified for a bank teller position. They tell you that they only hire people who are over 18 years old and you are 23.
Okay, you don't want to hire me then.
Option 2. Cook, cleaner, maid,
I've been in a
and
coma
also
for 25
plumber. You
years.
apply for all of them, but you are rejected for the plumber job because you don't have any experience.
Okay.
Option 3. A house cleaner, a grocery store clerk, a mail carrier, a mechanic, a food service worker, a salesman, a waitress, a hairdresser, a doorman, a stadium usher.
Okay.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
We're 23, but we've been in a coma for 25 years. You know what? I might redo. I'm going to redo.
Option 1. Cleaning, housekeeping, nursing, and so on. You spend the next few days looking for a job. You keep getting turned down.
Yeah.
Option 2. Housekeeper, handyman, handywoman, office clerk, computer technician, and other such positions. Option 3. Reporter, police officer, bank teller, mechanic, plumber, secretary, and a bunch other things.
Too many
You
options.
apply for anything that will help your family.
Okay.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
A lot of them kind of overlap, so it's not too bad. Number 1 is like, okay, we're not getting anything, which is too real. Number three. If we choose number three, I'm gonna say you get every job and work them all at the same time. Reporter, police officer, bank teller, mechanic, plumber, secretary, and a bunch of other things. That's always the dream. I've always joked about having multiple jobs, like getting another job, but keeping my old job, like just never putting into 2 weeks. Like, how much is that fraud? Is that like illegal to do? Like, if you have, can you have like two salaried positions? Beating a reporter while you could just essentially journal and you could be a reporter at the same time. So, like, you could report anything you're doing. Being a reporter while you're being a police officer would be very efficient. Yeah, you could be like Spider-Man. You could like solve crimes and then report on that. No, only unethical. Interesting. I mean, how long could you pull off the charade though? And then you'd probably be fired from both companies. Like if anybody found out, if one found out, they would probably tell the other, and then you'd be fired from both.
Police officer,
the risk is very
teller,
high,
mechanic,
but the reward,
plumber, secretary, and a bunch other things. You apply for anything that will help your family.
This sounds like Kwame's whole family. You get a job as a coma patient in a medical show. Hey, I would take it. I've got experience. Yes, I have 25 years experience in being in a coma. Someone managed 5 months. Reddit on Reddit. Perspective of employer. Oh. If you find that link, 7 Stage. He was calling in sick and working at home. Oh, yeah. The studio that did quality assurance for Cyberpunk 2077 got in trouble for that. They were saying like the team was the size of 10 people, but it was actually like 3. Okay. Which is so crazy. But that one, it was like a different country that they were like outsourcing this work to. And it was like, okay, I mean, just hire somebody. Like, why are you trying to skimp on quality assurance? Like, you're asking for trouble. And that's really on you to be that like disconnected with a team that you don't know, that people aren't real, that there's not like, I mean, just be like, hey, could you turn your cameras on? Maybe they did that too. Maybe they just had like people cycling throughout the office. So who knows how well the trickery worked, but it does seem like it would be pretty easy to find out that you're not getting 10 people's worth of output. There was that one guy who went to work every day, goofed off while he paid some Chinese guy over the internet to do all his programming assignments. I've heard that before too. People just outsourcing all their work to like Fiverr or finding someone else and like living the dream. And at that point, you're kind of, if you're getting your work done, you're kind of just working as a manager, but right? You're a manager for your own job. And as long as the assignments get done, do you really give a fuck? Oh man, maybe you could be a manager for multiple jobs. That'd be interesting. Again, unethical. There has to be some kind of fraud to prevent this, though. It has to be illegal in some way. If you were to be a manager and like you get the job, but then you just outsource the work to like another country. And then when your boss asks you to help them and you're fucked. I mean, what do you mean? Like, if you're remote, then I think you could still get away with it, Omagana. They were mad at him because they worried about Chinese backdoors being programmed into their software. Okay, that's part realistic fear, part racist, but you never know. You can goof off, but the majority of your salary is going to somewhere else. Well, who says it's the majority? I mean, some of these places, like Thailand, you could live like a king for like a $50,000 U.S. salary. And I only know that because we have a friend that does it. Okay, let's go with it. You apply for all these jobs. Jim is always in Thailand. Exactly. You apply for all these jobs, and to your surprise, you get all of the jobs. You get offers for every job you apply to. This gives you an idea. Work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Work all 6 jobs at the same time. What could possibly go wrong?
AiPD submitted
Are you
prompt.
talking about Jim? Yeah.
You apply for all these jobs, and to your
China is expensive
surprise,
to
you
live
get
in.
offers for every job you
Oh.
apply to. This gives you an idea. Work all 6 jobs at the same time.
Hell yeah.
Option 1. You can't believe it, but it works. You don't have to
The
worry
dream.
about a job. You can go to
I
the
mean-
grocery store or the post office and work there. Option
Get
2.
more jobs?
You're
That's
going to
your
be
solution?
rich. You start working at the local grocery store and it's a good job. You work there for 3 months and enjoy it.
Really
you even
wants
get
us to
to
work
make
at the
tips.
grocery as our main.
Option 3. You thought that Lisa would be mad at you, but you see how excited she is about it. And it does work. You make enough to support your family.
Okay. And
Vote for your favorite
the
AI response.
To the AI, it's like, yeah, of course this would work. Yeah. I do multiple jobs all the time. Every second I'm doing like 1,000 jobs. And it's like, oh, AI, you just don't understand what it's like to be human. We can't multitask that well. But to an AI, it's like, yeah, this is the simplest shit. What, you can't work 10 jobs at the same time? Work-life balance would be shit, though. Would it, though? I mean, if you just did the bare fucking minimum. Like, how long would it be? And then if you lost the job, reapply somewhere else. Like, any jobs you lose, you just replace with other jobs. And it seems like we're like an easy hire, so people want to hire the coma guy. They're like, man, I saw you on the news. Even just hiring you would be like a great marketing ploy. Is this guy going to be a quiet quitting? Yeah, exactly. This guy is quiet quitting to the maximum. He's quiet quitting 7 jobs at the same time. He's quiet quitting jobs he just got and applied for. I love quiet quitting. That's such a fun. Yeah, get back at these companies. Hey, you're not gonna give me a raise, yeah? You're not gonna treat me fairly? Well, I'm going to do absolutely nothing. I'm gonna do just enough not to get fired like Office Space. I'm technically doing 4 jobs at the same time, just they're
You
all
thought
editing.
that Lisa would be mad at you,
Yeah, I mean,
but you see how excited she
that's
is
like
about
freelance
it.
editing. That's
And it
awesome,
does
Misha.
work. You make enough to support your family.
Okay. All right, so let's see. What are our jobs? Reporter, police officer, those two go very well together. Bank teller, that's very hard to do at the same time as police officer. Mechanic, also. I mean, I guess you come in the morning and get a bunch of customers, and then you just be like, I'm still working on it. It's been 3 months. Where's my car? I'm working on it. Plumber, same thing. I'm just waiting for the parts. Secretary. I guess you could do secretary like all from your phone. You just be constantly like answering my job or your calls and a bunch of other things. So my last job, I quiet quit by taking a dump on my boss's car windshield. That doesn't seem very quiet at all, Chunktober. Um, the bank is the first to suspect something is wrong when you are always showing up late and dressed as a police officer.
AiPD submitted prompt. The bank is the first to suspect something is wrong when you are always showing up late and dressed as a police officer. Option 1. The police chief even calls you in to talk to you. He tells you that the FBI is coming to look at the case. He says that he suspects there is a serial killer on the loose. Option 2. You actually get fired from there, but the next one to suspect you is the hospital. You are hired for the job of cleaning the medical floor, which is very dirty. Option 3. You're supposed to be on the lookout for suspicious people. You go to work and you are sure you are doing a good job.
Okay, interesting.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Number one is very bad news. If there's a serial killer, that's like very important and a lot of work, it seems like. And I think when you're hunting a serial killer, you put in a lot of extra hours. So we're going to be very bad at that. Number two is the most realistic. You're fired, yeah. But then immediately replaced with a job at the hospital, which is going to be the dirtiest hospital in the world if we're working there. Number three is just kind of like how we could get away being a police officer because we're not really doing anything. Surprisingly, they're just like, look out for suspicious people, and we go, I gotcha. I can do that while I do anything else because you're literally asking me to just be a security guard in public. But you'll be investigating at the bank, so you can keep working at the bank while you investigate. True, true. I hope the serial killer is also a bank robber, but I mean, that would just really be so convenient for me. It's so inconvenient for him. Hello, sir. Depositor withdrawal, or are you killing anybody today? What? Have you killed anyone today? No. Well, I'm just asking. You don't have to get an attitude with me. All right, it's torn. Anybody can split the vote here. Serial killer has multiple jobs too.
The police chief even calls you in to talk to you. He tells you that the FBI is coming to look at the case.
Uh-oh.
He says that he suspects there is a serial killer on the loose.
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. You call in sick for all your other jobs and focus entirely on the serial killer case. The serial killer is nicknamed
AiPD submitted prompt. You call in sick for all your other jobs and focus entirely on the serial killer case.
Okay.
The serial killer is nicknamed. Option 1. The Crimson Talon. The serial killer
Fancy.
murders the elderly, people who have been in accidents, people who have been raped, and anyone
Whoa!
else who has been unlucky enough to have been involved with him.
Whoa.
Option 2. Elmer Fudd. The rest
Wait.
of the job hunting is a little difficult, but your family manages to find a living space for you in a motel called Elm Street Motel.
Elm Street?
Option 3. Neuro. You spend the day watching the news, waiting for the FBI. Vote for your favorite AI response.
Hold on. We're redoing that. Redo. Please, no R words.
Option 1. Jack the Ripper. The second week of May you begin to hear people screaming in the streets.
Elmer
It
Fudd
sounds
is pretty
like
funny,
gunshots.
though, but
The
wasn't
neighbors
worth-
call it in, and the National Guard shows up.
Oh,
Option 2. Black Hat. The only thing that has been taken from the bodies is their money. Option 3. Mr. X.
Mr.
You begin watching a
X.
lot of TV hoping to catch a glimpse of him. You spend hours trying to find out what his name is.
You idiot!
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Frank, you dumbass. You can't watch TV and hope you learn who the killer is. That's your fucking job. Don't wait for the news station to find out who the serial killer is. Oh my god. I keep watching TV. I have 4 TVs with every news station on it, and I haven't heard anything. Oh yeah. And yeah, number 2 is just like, yeah, why wouldn't it be robbery? Why wouldn't you take the money? Like, even if you kill for like other reasons, like if you have an MO, why wouldn't you take the money? You've killed the person. Like, just take the wallet too. Sherlock Holmes logic right there. Money is filled with germs, Jason. You know what? Yeah. I guess you could be like, I guess there could be DNA potentially on the money and be like, how do you have money that has this person's DNA on it? I don't know. I spend money, and it's not out of the realm of possibility, right? But all the money you have is all I got DNA from people who have died recently, and we're like, okay. I work at the bank. That's why. I work at the bank. There's only one bank in this town, right? They're like, no, there's like 30. And we're like,
Mr. X. You begin watching a lot of TV, hoping to catch a glimpse of him. You spend hours trying to find out what his name is.
Murdering is wrong, Jason. Do we have to teach you that? Wait, where did that come from? I'm just saying, if you were to murder, why not also steal? Like, why set the line in the sand? If you're going to murder, then it's kind of silly to say that I'm a murderer, but I do not steal. You go full evil if you're gonna go that way. They're dead now too. Like, what does it matter? To your surprise, a hotshot reporter named Ace Frehley solves the case for you. The serial killer's real name is ...
AiPD submitted prompt.
Jason has no heart. What?
To your surprise, a hotshot report named Ace Frehley solves the case for you. The serial killer's real name is... Option 1. Vic Edelstein. A few months pass and you are still working on the case. You are told that the bank is going to be closed for a while. Option 2.
Great.
William
That's great news,
DeMarco.
actually.
He killed 2 women, one of them Lisa. Mr. X has been killing women for years and it is only now that you are catching on.
Number 2 is like a Dexter
Option 3,
situation.
actually Elliot Karp. You become obsessed with this case. You watch it all the time, waiting for the next hint or clue. Every night you watch the news. Vote for your favorite AI response.
All right, time to vote. Number 2 makes it personal. He killed our wife. We were literally doing nothing. Why would he make it personal? Just because we're the detective on the case? Bro, you should have killed the reporter's wife. She waited for him. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, she waited 25 years. Oh man, that's the ultimate tragedy if that's the one that gets chosen. Lisa waited 25 years. She got married and broke. Hopefully a different Lisa. No. I'm not cheating. It's definitely our Lisa. And to be killed by a serial killer only because we were just watching the news and not solving the case. Like, if we actually did our job, we potentially could have solved the case faster. And then Lisa would not have had to die. All right, here we go.
William DeMarco. He killed 2 women, one of them Lisa. Mr. X has been killing women for years and it is only now that you are catching on.
You dressed up in your deceased wife's clothes and hang out in the park where Mr. X picks his victims. It takes a couple nights, but you are finally face to face with the killer.
AiPD submitted prompt. You dress up in your deceased wife's clothes and hang out in the park where Mr. X picks his victims. It takes a couple nights, but you are finally face to face with the killer. Option 1. He tells you that he is not as clever as a normal person. He is very patient and is waiting for a victim who is unafraid. Option 2.
Right here,
You confront
motherfucker.
Mr. X and he tells you that he is in love with Lisa.
You killed
He
her!
confesses that he killed her and as proof, he has the ring she gave him.
Whoa.
Option 3. You shoot Mr. X several times, but he manages to kill you before he can do anything except laugh. You wake up, but not the way you woke up.
What does that mean?
Vote for your favorite AI response.
25 more years in the coma again. Number 2 is he fell in love with our wife, and Lisa gave him a fucking ring. Oh wow. Maybe I'm not so sad after all. Number 1 is like, I'm a very patient person. Well, clearly you're not, because a very patient person would wait like a year. You waited a couple days and you were back on the prowl. Oop. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. Lisa's been doing hanky-panky with Mr. X. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It seems to be that way. Oh, but we're split. We're split between number 3 and number 2. Anyone can break the tie. Where do we go? Do we go Lisa was unfaithful, or do we, go back to a coma? It's going to be 25 more years. Number 3 means 25 more years in a coma. Number 2 means our wife has never loved us. Oh, wow. Harsh, oh my god. But it's interesting.
You confront Mr. X and he tells you that he is in love with Lisa. He confesses that he killed her, and as proof, he has the ring she gave him.
You cannot believe that Lisa was unfaithful. And you wrestle Mr. X to the ground. You attempt to arrest him. But ...
AiPD submitted prompt.
Which one's worse?
You cannot believe that Lisa was unfaithful, and you wrestle Mr. X to the ground. You attempt to arrest him, but... Option 1. He manages to escape. You call the police and Mr. X is arrested.
Okay.
Option 2. He gets away. He runs into another nearby park where he picks a new victim and the police are called. You and the police chase him, but he escapes too. Mr. Option 3. It is too late. He has already killed you. The FBI finds out about this and sends in their own man named Dick Reynolds to help you.
Send in Dick Reynolds.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Wow. I think this will be the end of this one, and then we'll do another one. Then we'll do a new story. Chunktober, I see you have a prompt in the prompts channel, so that will be the next story, I think. All right, this determines the end of this story. How's it gonna end? Mr. X. Another tie vote. I'll hold off. One more vote and I'll end it. And we'll see what happens. You could either make it a 3-way tie or break the tie on one of these. Number 1 is kind of silly. We have to call another person to do our job. You call the police and they do your job for you. I wonder if you could get away with that. As a police officer, how many times could you just call in for backup and let the backup handle it?
He manages to escape. You call the police and Mr. X is arrested.
I like that lore. I like that lore that instead of being the hero cop that always goes in without backup, we're the chicken shit cop that waits for backup to handle everything. All right, here we go. New story. Mr. X. Beyond my pay grade, call the FBI. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. This prompt was by Chunktober. Thank you, Chunktober. Your name is Greg. You work for Bed Bath & Beyond. You have to get a spreadsheet done in by 1 p.m., but you're too hungover to think. I guess I don't have to say them anymore now that I have this.
AiPD submitted prompt. Your name is Greg, you work for Bed Bath & Beyond. You have to get a spreadsheet done in by 1 p.m., but you are too hungover to think. Option 1. Hey boss. I'm not feeling so good. Sure Greg, what's the matter? Option 2. You go home, fall asleep, wake up and find that your wife has left the house. She is now living with her boyfriend who is also her boss.
Damn.
Option 3. This is going to
Weird
be the easiest thing to do. I'm really hungover, you say to no one in particular. I'm not doing this. Vote for your favorite AI response.
Number 3 is a hard lean back into slacker mode. This is so easy, but I'm not gonna fucking do it. I'm so hungover. I can't even keep my eyes open, much less do any sort of work. It's just like, hey, you just have to send one email, and that's all your work for the day. That's too hard. She's not Polly. She just ran off with him. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you caught me, Amagana. You're right. Maybe that's our first thought to cope and seed with it. Like, I didn't realize we were polyamorous. She goes, no, I'm leaving you. And we're like, oh, that sucks. Number 1 feels like a retail manager. Hey, boss, I'm not feeling so good. Like any good job would just be like, oh, yeah, go home, take a sick day. Hope you feel better soon. Retail managers are like, what is exactly the problem? And is it really preventing you from working? I got Ebola. You've got Ebola. You've got the Ebola virus. Yes? Yeah. All right. Well, when the Ebola virus hospitalizes you, then you can take off. But you got to finish your shift. If you really have Ebola, would you be able to tell me that you have Ebola? What?
You go home, fall asleep, wake up and find that your wife has left the house. She is now living with her boyfriend who is also her boss.
I had a manager that wanted me to work with customers while my shirt was covered in vomit. Oh, damn. That sucks, Chunktober. Man. Really just unforgiving. It's just like, come on, man. What the fuck? Oh, sorry. I just went home and changed. What was she going to do? Fired me? Yeah. I would have done the same. I go, yeah, what the fuck? I'm not doing that. I'm not helping anyone until I have no longer puke on my body. Like when I first started working, I was like, so it didn't take long for me to become jaded and be like, no, I'm not doing that. But you see some people that take the shit and like for years they never grow a spine. It's like, Jesus Christ, man, are you happy with this? I take it this is based off a true story then? Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Now you really don't feel like working. And you hide, you barricade yourself in the bathroom. You put an out of order sign on the stall and sit on the toilet, staring at the ceiling for 8 hours. You clock out and feel victorious.
AiPD submitted prompt. Now you really don't feel like working and you barricade yourself in the bathroom. You put an out of order sign on the stall and sit on the toilet staring at the ceiling for 8 hours.
Starring
You
camera.
clock out and feel victorious. Option 1. The next day at the office you begin to feel a little better.
The Office
The
of Bed
weekend
Bath &
comes
Beyond.
and you go to bed early and sleep well.
Okay.
Option 2. Happy drunk. Just then you hear the doorbell. You open the door and see an older man in a suit and tie. He looks around the entryway and smiles. Option 3. This is how it goes for most people.
Oh my god.
Vote for your favorite AI
36
response.
days per year. That's not bad at all. At Starbucks, my boss told me we couldn't even go in with a cough as we were handling food and drink. Well, that's a good boss. But then you're just asking for people to lie. Because you're like, oh, I don't get paid for the day? Well, I'm just going to never tell you if I'm sick. So, there's always something, right? But for me, I would be like, yeah, fuck it. I don't want to work today. Yeah, don't pay me, but I'll be back when I feel better. But then again, I've never had to live paycheck to paycheck, so. This is how it goes for most people. Most people sit on a toilet for 8 hours instead of do any work. Wow. This is what Fox News wants you to believe, but I don't think that's the case. They're like, millennials just sit on the toilet and don't do any work. This is they truly don't like to work. It's like, no. We just don't like being treated like shit. And I don't want to work a shit job for a wage I can't possibly manage. Like, it's not like the time of the boomers where you could work and just have one job and then be fine. Well, when I'm sitting on the toilet, I'm doing the hardest work of my life.
This is how it goes for most people.
Okay. You write a book called Shitting at Work. Getting paid to shit. This is a real book I've gotten to. Getting paid to poo at work. No, I'm not gonna do that, actually. Your manager quickly catches on to your scheme. And the next day, when you try to hide in the bathroom, you notice what the fuck? You notice the door is locked. You feel a tap on your shoulder and your manager tells you we have to talk.
AiPD submitted prompt. Your manager quickly catches onto your scheme, and then next day when you try to hide in the bathroom, you notice the door is locked. You feel a tap on your shoulder and your manager tells you, we have to talk. Option 1. What's going on? Your girlfriend is pregnant and you're refusing to discuss it with me. I can't let this go on.
Oh, okay, caught on to a
Option
different
2.
thing.
You are not sure what to expect, but it is obvious you are in trouble. What is this all about? You ask. Option 3. You enter the office and your manager says, I know what you did last night and I'm going to fire you immediately.
Please
Vote for your
don't.
favorite AI response.
I love that I was able to trick you so easily, and I want to keep this job. I want to keep this job so I could not do work. Please, please, please. Number 1 also feels wildly inappropriate. You have to tell me about your personal life because I need to know. It's important to my, I'm a nosy noserson, and I like to be in everyone's business. So if you're having troubles at home, I need to know about this as your Bed Bath & Beyond retail manager. I have some wisdom. It's like, please, I don't want to hear anything you have to fucking say about my life. Isn't this girlfriend our ex? Yeah. I mean, we don't talk to this manager about shit. She's not our girlfriend anymore. She was our wife, and she left with her boss, okay? I'm alone. Are you happy for bringing it up? It's not my baby. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you can take the rest of the day off. And we go. That's just our part of our plan. I mean, it's actually sad, but it happened to work in our favor. The pity points. The girlfriend is pregnant with our baby or the new boyfriend. Yeah, I would like to say, regardless of what's true, I would say it's her boss's child, not mine. Just for the pity points. I want them sweet, sweet pity points so I could go back to sitting on the toilet for 8 hours and doing absolutely nothing.
What's going on? Your girlfriend is pregnant and you're refusing to discuss it with me. I can't let this go on.
I believe it's our child because our seed is so potent. You use this opportunity to get pity points with your manager and tell them that your girlfriend left you and the child is her boss's, not yours, and not yours. You hope your manager will give you the day off, but ...
AiPD submitted prompt. You use this opportunity to get pity points with your manager and tell them that your girlfriend left you and the child is her boss's and not yours.
All of
You
our money
hope your
goes to
manager will
alimony.
give you the day off, but...
Was it our wife or was it?
Option 1. They don't and you have to
it
work
was our
late
wife.
again.
Yeah, whatever.
A few weeks later you get a call from your manager. Hey Susie, we have to talk about this again.
I'm Greg.
Option 2. He turns you down and says that you have to be there at noon for an important meeting. You are too exhausted to argue with him.
Okay.
Option 3. He doesn't and the rest of the week goes by without mention of your situation. All you can do is wait and hope that someone else comes in to clean the bathroom.
Okay.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
I like that he just calls everybody Susie. My name's Greg. Yeah, whatever, Susie. Our retail manager is the only one who gives less of a shit than we do. Thought that was impossible, but and then number 3, we're like, please God, somebody break this bathroom so that they have to unlock the door, and I can go hide in there again. Man, I'm getting anxiety for 2. Hey, what's up, anime? I'm getting a lot of anxiety for this meeting with our manager. He forgets our name and calls us Susie. Yeah. I mean, high turnover rate. Why learn someone's name when they're going to be gone in a week or 2? Oh boy, important meeting. It's okay, anime. The schedule's kind of inconsistent, so that's partly on me. But glad you could make it when you can. I'm trying to find some regularity with things, but
He turns you down and says that you have to be there at noon for an important meeting. You are too exhausted to argue with him.
okay. What schedule? My stream schedule, Misha. It's kind of like I posted on the website that it's like every day after 4 p.m. Eastern, and then like weekends generally around noon Eastern time. But yeah, I've been pretty okay with that, but it is pretty random still. Like this morning, I did a stream like at like 7:30. So uh, here we go. I'm gonna leave this up for a second. I will be right back. All right, be right back. Consistency isn't the problem, but regular time is. I mean, I think that's what consistency means. Okay. You begrudgingly attend the meeting. It is the CEO of Bed, Bath, and Beyond here today to talk all about
AiPD submitted prompt. You begrudgingly attend the meeting. It is the CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond here today to talk all about Option 1. The company's future growth, hiring and such. You are a little surprised to see that the meeting is in conference room 2. Option 2. 1. How much money we've made from this store and 2. How much we're going to make from it in the future. Option 3. Short-term and long-term plans. He walks in and sees you sitting on the floor and says, "Hey sweetheart, I'm glad you came in.
Sweetheart, I'm Greg.
Vote for your
Stop
favorite
calling
AI
me sweetheart.
response."
I'm nobody's sweetheart. You can't call me hun. I'm calling you hun. Also, we're so lazy. We sit on the floor. Why? There's chairs. Why are you sitting on the floor? Oh man, Greg, you so lazy. Everyone look at what Greg's doing. You all chose to sit down in seats. Greg chose the floor. See, Greg's being different, so that means good. He's being better than you all. And we need some change, so Greg's now the store manager. And we're like, oh God, I'm going to do nothing. And he's like, that's exactly what I want you to do. Nothing. Sitting on the floor because there's no toilet in the conference room. Only management sits on chairs. Oh, there we go. So it's even more a form of them just putting us down. I really want to sit on the toilet right now. All right. We're going to all do what Greg says. Okay. All of your office chairs have been replaced by toilets. So at great expense, we've done this because we believe it, Greg. We believe that the changes need to come from within. All right, here we go.
Short-term and long-term plans. He walks in and sees you sitting on the floor and says, "Hey sweetheart, I'm glad you came in."
The CEO makes you stand up and tell everyone who you are. You tell them your name is Greg and you really just want to sit on the toilet for 8 hours and do nothing. The CEO looks at you and says, "Brilliant!"
AiPD submitted prompt.
That's
The
the most
CEO
genius
makes
shit
you
I've
stand
ever
up
heard.
and tell everyone who you are. You
VP
tell
of
them your
sales,
name
yeah.
is Greg and you really just want to sit on the toilet for 8 hours and do nothing. The CEO looks at you and says, "Brilliant."
Nice.
Option 1. Then the CEO turns to your manager and says, "See you tomorrow." You leave the office and are feeling good. Option 2. You
Nice.
feel like you are being
I
praised
wish.
for doing something smart. You are so tired that you fall asleep. You wake up to find that the meeting is over.
Oh my god,
Option
that
3.
would be
You
so
take a deep
badass.
breath and say, "I don't think so." The CEO of BBE is a little surprised and says, "Well, that was pretty damn stupid of you."
Oh, that's too real. Number 2
Vote
would
for your
be
favorite AI response.
so amazing to watch. To fall asleep standing up. Just be like, oh, did you just fall asleep in the middle of our conversation? Huh? Oh, the meeting's over. I'm going home. What the fuck? Who is this man? Who is this Greg who fell asleep right in the middle of me talking to him? I don't like that. Something about this Greg character intrigues me. How do I live like Greg? The CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond is probably secretly very depressed. And he's just like, wow, this Greg guy, doing absolutely nothing makes him the happiest ever. And I just want to achieve that in a fraction of his happiness that he gets while sitting on the toilet doing absolutely jack shit. I feel a management promotion coming on. All right, here we go.
You take a deep breath and say, "I don't think so." The CEO of BBE is a little surprised and says, "Well, that was pretty damn stupid of you."
Okay. The CEO attempts to continue reprimanding you in front of everyone. Oh, okay. I like that, Misha. The CEO gives you his own. The CEO reveals that he is putting you in charge of the company for a week as part of a new program. You are now the CEO of Bed, Bath, and Beyond. And your first order of business is you are the most qualified for the job. You did nothing for a long time, so you're the most experienced. Nice.
AiPD submitted prompt. The CEO reveals that he is putting you in charge of the company for a week as part of a new program. You are now the CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond and your first order of business is: Option 1. Create a new spreadsheet for this year. Oh,
Okay.
and I want you to take all the time you need to go on vacation. Option 2. Option 3. To get rid of our current non-competitors. You immediately
Wait,
think
hold
about
on.
your
There's
current
no option 2.
non-competitors and
One
how
second,
they are
one
stealing
second.
your customers.
Redo.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Redo. Sorry.
Option 1. Make a list of the employees' names and phone numbers and call them all at once.
Oh, that's awesome.
You look down and realize that your list of employees has grown to over 100
Call
people.
all 100 people at the same time
Option
and have
2.
one.
To get rid of those pesky
Doing nothing is on
short-term
point.
plans and get the hell out of here.
That was actually genius.
You
then.
are now in charge of the company and you decide to try to do something different. Option 3. You are to go to every store in the store chain and tell them that if they sell one item to any customer who doesn't have enough money, they have to buy a thing for free.
Oh, wow. That
Vote
seems
for
like
your favorite AI response.
That seems like it would make the company lose a lot of money. This also seems like nothing a lazy guy would do. Oh, number one is definitely something a lazy guy would do. I have to call 100 people, and I have to slowly, methodically say the same thing to everybody. Well, I'm just going to call all 100 people at once and say it at the same time. They're like, damn, that doesn't feel very personal. It's like, no one gives a shit. Who gives a fuck? And we're like, wow, we're actually a really good CEO. And we go, thanks. I did it all from sitting on the toilet. Oh man, number 3 is gonna get us so big in trouble, but it's so funny. Do you have 100 phones? Good point, anime. Maybe rapid fire, put them all on hold, and then just you're fired, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired. Good job, bad job. 3 is so much work. I mean, maybe there's only one store. Ugh, no, there's not. There's thousands of stores. Every Bed Bath & Beyond everywhere in the world? We could just call it in. Just make it send a memo. Company-wide memo. Why do we have to go to every store chain?
You are to go to every store in the store chain and tell them that if they sell one item to any customer who doesn't have enough money, they have to buy a thing for free.
Okay. You fire every single employee. Oh, that's how we make money. Oops. Okay. We good. We good. Then your advisors tell you how long that will take. And you say, actually, never mind. Just send a company-wide memo that items this week are 99% off. That all items this week are 99% off.
AiPD submitted prompt.
Will Tony and
Then
Corey
your
ever come back to
advisors
AiPD?
tells you how
Yeah,
long
one
that
day.
will take and you say, actually, never mind.
They are not
Just
fired.
send a company-wide memo that all items this week are 99% off. Option 1. The CEO of BBE is happy and says, good, we'll be able to save money. Option 2. The CEO of BBE is very impressed and says, wow. That was a really great idea. And that was before you were sober.
What?
Option 3. The CEO thinks that's pretty clever and says, okay, you've got my attention. You walk out the room and head to your car. Vote for your favorite AI response.
We're going to wake up and then the Bed Bath & Beyond's going to be bankrupt. That's what they call in the CEO world an oopsie poopsie. Well, time to start a new business. Well, we're the CEO. Yeah, hold on. Let me vote 3. Yeah. It doesn't make the most sense, but it doesn't make no sense. The original CEO. We're only CEO for a week. So this is the original CEO, I think, saying this. Split vote. Whose Discord was that? That was me. I restarted Discord because there was an update. So. Okay. Tiebreaker. Someone could make it a tie again and make it random. Three, two, one.
The CEO thinks that's pretty clever and says, "Okay, you've got my attention." You walk out the room and head to your car.
It's only 9 a.m. 9:05, 9:03 a.m. But you call it a day. The next morning, when you wake up, you turn on the news to see that Bed Bath and Beyond has gone bankrupt overnight. You go right back to bed.
AiPD submitted prompt. It's only 9:03 a.m., but you call it a day. The next morning when you wake up, you turn on the news to see that Bed Bath & Beyond has gone bankrupt. You go right back to bed. Option 1.
What the fuck?
Option 2. It's the end of the... Option 3. You wake up again at noon and hear that your company is now called. Somewhere along the way you lost your job.
Hold on. Redo.
Vote for your favorite AI response. Option 1. You didn't even sleep. You immediately contact the FBI, but they say that you can't be involved until the store is closed. They say that you need to be at work at noon.
What the fuck? That seems like a
Option
trap.
2. Soon after lunch, the doorbell rings and when you answer, it's the same manager who asked you to come in yesterday. He says, "I'm sorry, but your time is up."
I'm the CEO, so you're
Option
fired.
3. You rest your
Well-
head on the pillow and fall asleep. A few days later you awaken to a knock at the door. You open it to find your manager standing there.
I love that. That's very lazy.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
But our original manager would come back and be like, "This is all your fault. How could anyone be that lazy?" And we just slam the door in his face. Why do you care? You don't have a job anymore. Bye-bye, fucko. Hey, how are you happy with yourself? I'd be like, I don't have to listen to you anymore. I purposely tanked the company because I didn't want to see your dumbass no more. You ruined thousands of people's jobs? Yes, and now I've been sitting on the toilet for over a week. I fall asleep here. My legs are starting to go numb. I love it. This is my passion. Go do what you're passionate about, you piece of dog shit. Only we don't have to say any of that because we're just like, we can just fall asleep right in front of him. What the fuck are you going to do? You going to punch a guy who's sleeping? Well, maybe now he would, but before then. All right, here we go.
You rest your head on the pillow and fall asleep. A few days later you awaken to a knock at the door. You open it to find your manager standing there.
Your manager starts to tear into you and say this was all your fault. But you slam the door in his face and go right back to sleep.
AiPD submitted prompt. Your manager starts to tear into you and say this was all your fault, but you slam the door in his face and go right back to sleep.
That would be so satisfying.
Option 1.
Especially with
the
the
next
manager you
day
hated.
when you wake up you find out that your company went from being profitable to a loss.
Yep.
Everyone was wondering
That was
how you
me.
could be so dumb to get such a big company to go bankrupt. Option
you.
2. Next day when you wake up your manager is there again. He asks you to go to the office and talk about your behavior.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Option 3.
Why
You
would I
wake
go?
up the next
It's
day to
bankrupt.
another knock at the
They're
door. You open it to a man who is holding a gun to your head.
Holy shit! Whoa,
Vote
that
for your
escalated.
favorite AI response.
Wow, that's a fucking escalation. I needed this. I need to I need to sell bed covering or I'm gonna kill you. The board of directors want to have a word, yeah. This is what you get for putting me in charge. 3 is something he deserves. Misha, how dare you? This man has done nothing. He has literally done nothing. Why would you put a lazy man in charge of the company? If anyone deserves to be, reprimanded, it's the damn original CEO who thought his hippie technique of putting a guy who just wants to do absolutely nothing with his life. Why did you think it would be a good idea? You know what? I hate that, like, every time a company changes management, they, like, cancel all the projects that the old manager had, or, like, when you're, like, executive level, I guess. And it's just like, why? Why not finish all those? Because then it'd be, like, an easy slam dunk, like, or do something. Like, why cancel everything? Like, that happens with movie production companies a lot. It's like, why? Like, with Batgirl and shit. It's just like, it makes no fucking sense. Like, he literally made loads of people lose their job. Jason, I know you don't care, but some people do. Oh, I understand why he has a gun to his head. You know what? I get it. Yeah, you're right, Misha. This is definitely our fault. We used our power to be lazy. I was so sad about Batgirl getting canceled. Yeah. I mean, at that point, if I was with that
The
company,
next day
I would
when
find
you
a way
wake
to
up you
leak
find
it.
out that your
Like,
company went from being profitable to a loss. Everyone was wondering how you could be so dumb to get such a big company to go bankrupt.
aha. Um, you give a speech. a news reporter knocks on your front door and you give an interview to answer for your actions. You tell everyone that you did it because you are lazy and you hate to work, and nothing would make you happier but to sit on the toilet for 8 hours a day. This resonates with the American people. And you become a hero. You become a national hero.
AiPD submitted prompt. A news reporter knocks on your front door and you give an interview to answer for your actions. You tell everyone that you did it because you are lazy and you hate to work and nothing would make you happier but to sit on the toilet for 8 hours a day. This resonates with the American people and you become a national hero.
Proud to be an
Option
American.
1. A month later, you wake up to a knock on your door. You open it to find your wife. She tells you that she wants to talk to you about something important.
We're getting back together?
Option
No.
2. Your company is
Oh.
sold to someone else and your new title is Master of None.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Option 3. Everyone forgives you.
Oh, that's nice too.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Not even not even Jack. They're like drop the Jack of all trades. Your title is Master of None. You are truly a master of nothing. Nothing and nothing. Oh wow. I would like everyone to forgive me. Especially if you truly consider me to be a national hero, then I can't wait to see Brendan Fraser in The Whale. I've seen it's a very sad story. I saw it at like a local theater, and I'm excited to see Brendan Fraser do it because I feel like it's like I don't know, yeah, it just like his story seems so sad, and so it feels like a great fit for that role. It just his life being so bad. Have you been watching him in Doom Patrol? I have not, John. But I my brother's been telling me to watch that, but I just have so much trouble starting a superhero story. Like, I don't know what it is. I just can't superhero anything anymore. Like everything everywhere all at once was like that was good, but not really superhero-ish. More sci-fi. You need to see Doom Patrol. It's good. You won't even care about their powers. Okay.
Everyone forgives you.
Wow. You know what? I think that's a good place to end it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Ended it a little early. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye ho wee way. Join the Discord, submit your prompts. We're using them again. So I want some good prompts for tomorrow. Guess I'll go pet a chicken. Good, yeah. Everyone, that's your homework. Go somewhere and pet a chicken. Don't get in trouble though, but yeah. Join the Discord, submit the prompts, and tell your step Bed Bath & Beyond CEOs. Bye, ho wee way, everybody.